Hi, it's your old pal Uncle Mike, the not so grumpy old man. I I've been doing a lot of thinking about this, and I was thinking to myself today about an old saying where it used to say, "It's not my fault, but it is my problem," and whereas that does hold true sometimes. In life, it's not really that way. People make it that way, and that's not their problem. I'm not. Y'all talking, listening to a sociopath, so let's be honest. I have different outlooks. But one thing I have learned over the years is I don't take any more than my share of the blame. Now, I will take my share of the blame. I don't like to, and it sucks, but I do it. And I'm of the mind that it's not my fault. It's definitely not my problem. It's not anything against people that I've dealt with. It's just I'm not going to take responsibility for something that I didn't do. I can get in trouble quite well enough on my own, and sometimes I can do it while I'm fucking sleeping. So I don't need any help. It's kind of like attitude. I don't need any attitude because I've got plenty of my own. But in relationships, like I don't know. I personally, my parents, at least my mom, anytime, I think I've said this, anytime anybody did anything wrong, I had to eat crota to make things right so I could keep the peace. And I feel like in life there are two types of people when it comes to conflict: those who avoid it and those who need it. You know, I I don't know. I mean, anywhere, any, and it depends on who the people are as to how that ends up working out. Like with my mom, she was my mom, so what are you gonna do? As I get older, I got less likely to put up with bullshit. But it did teach me how to accept defeat and to accept fault. Um, Maybe not the proper way, but it did it. And that's the truth of the matter, And honestly, the people that avoid conflict are, in my opinion, probably the worst, really. Because they're the ones that let people walk on top of them. They're the ones that let people get away with things that in a normal world I would fucking never talk to some of these people again. But, more importantly, the problem comes in when they avoid conflict, when there's something that needs to be taken care of. And my mom did that for years. She was horrible at it. And at the expense of her sanity, and it's not right. And definitely at my age, I'm definitely not doing it. My parents are gone, so I don't have to put up that shit. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've had, you know, I've had arguments in the past, and people will tell you I'm pushy, and they're right. But I also feel that once a conflict has gotten to a certain point, avoiding it's it's not even an option, honestly, because as soon as you avoid it at that point, you've shown the other person that you don't care enough to even engage. And no matter how ugly it is, the truth is some people need that resolution. Some people need to get the conflict out of the way because not everybody's built the same. I know, like, I know people that you could smack them in the face and they would smile at you 2 minutes later. I'm not that way. I don't. I hope that that's actually a rarity, to be honest, and not, the people that let you slap them. Because anyway, other than that, that's just fucking asinine. I'm not gonna let people get away with disrespecting me. I'm not gonna let people lie to me. These are things that I personally just over the years just can't do anymore. Like I I don't have any tolerance for bullshit. I don't, because I don't have that much compassion to give in the first place. So, yeah, yeah, people need to start taking responsibility. All of us, me, you, your uncle, your aunts, yeah, your friends, your teachers, your everybody. I don't even care if you know the other person. If you do something wrong, you did something wrong. Fucking own up to it and move on. Otherwise, it's just a goddamn problem that never gets solved. And then you have two pissy people instead of one pissy people. Well, you know the problem with that one pissy people is if they'd have took that fucking time to accept their part of it, then they wouldn't be pissy because things would balance out. That's the way the world works, checks and balances. And you can't have one person up here and one person down here. It doesn't work. But because this guy up here can't reach this guy down here to help him anyways. In fact, the only thing he could do is throw more shit on him to drop him a little bit further down until he's out of sight, out of mind. You know, this is why I actually, honestly, this is really a bigger part of why I don't deal with a lot of people on a regular basis, because people don't know when to admit that they're wrong. I'm guilty of that. I don't lie. Like I do accept it, but it comes sometimes painstakingly slow, you know. But I do try and accept it, and I think that's actually the real difference in life with people. Like, honestly, if you think about this, the people that want to try will move forward, and the people that don't want to try become stagnant and complacent and content. And while people don't usually put negative connotations to those words, the honest to God truth is anything can be bad. Anything. I've said that before. Drugs aren't inherently bad. A lot of them were used as fucking tools in the past. The problem comes when people misuse them. That's it. It's as simple as this. People can't handle their shit. Sorry. Yeah, you're all lightweights. Hang out with some of those older people. You might be surprised. And the truth is that even people my age, I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I'll be honest, guys. I'm super blessed. I am 46 years old, and I know of a couple people that are actually younger than me that are no longer on this earth because of the same shit that they did that I did. I mean, we both ran the same. Actually, I probably ran Murr's crowd. So, you know, the fact that I'm still sitting here and they're not, it gives me pause, and it makes me feel thankful. But on that same token, it also makes me realize how short life can be. And knowing now how short it can be, you know, I wish I would have done that back then. I would have done things a little differently, and I might have came out in a different spot. I might not be sitting here on this video right now. But see, they're all what ifs. So, you know, here's a challenge. From this day forward, I know it's hard for people to do. If you do something wrong, accept it. There's nothing wrong being wrong, honestly. I've been wrong. I wish I knew everything. I don't. I mean, I'm smarter than the average bear, but I'm not I don't know everything. I'm not Mobius from DC Comics. I don't know, movies. I think they were the Watchers. Whatever, there's been several over the years. Yeah, I'm not that guy. I am just a guy. I am fallible. I am breakable. There is one thing I will leave you with today, and you can stop watching me or keep watching me. I don't care. I've told you before, I'm religious. My favorite verse is, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthen me. Now, I believe in a God, and I'm going to take the Bible at face value for what it's worth. I'm going to take from it what I need. But the one thing I have learned is there's nothing you can't overcome without a little bit of willpower. It doesn't take a lot. And I guarantee that once you start getting a little bit of willpower, it starts building up. You know, that's what we as a people, we need to do that. We need to start standing up for ourselves, and we need to stop knocking people down. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't help. You can't smack somebody in the face and then offer to help them back up off the ground. It doesn't work that way. They don't want your help. I wouldn't want your help. I'd probably tell you to go screw yourself and flip you off and beat your ass. That's just the way it would work. So, you know, just be nice to one each other and accept it when you do something fucked up and move on. Not everybody holds a grudge. Just me. Anyhow, this is your Uncle Mike, a not so grumpy old man, signing off. Have a pleasant Monday.